Alright, restart this now from the recording. In this world you're about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. No paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave. Push on. Through your adventures, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin.
Hello there.
No, I don't know the oak voice. Ooh, gosh. What is an oak voice? That was a terrible oak. Because there's also, like, it's much deeper where it's like, Samson Oak. And I only know that because that's the Alolan anime. Because that's why he's like, Samson Oak. And I'm like, oh, it's me, Samson Oak. And I'm like, huh? Anyways. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm not gonna try. My name is Oak! Sorry. It's in all caps. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. Emphasis on Pokemon Professor. Oh, hey, Nidoran. Is inhabited far away with creatures called Pokemon. For some, Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Oh, and there goes Nidoran. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Listen, despite appearances, I am in fact a boy. That's a joke, by the way. I'm confident, at least, in my own masculinity, but hey. That was a terrible joke. I'm gonna let that hang. What is my name? I'll be basic. And I don't want people yelling at me, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, we don't have all the fun symbols of, Wait, I could be like, game. Just disappointed every time. Like, ah. Or they could, ah! Sorry. It was very fun. Huh? Gabe? What will you do? I think I will be... I would have just been this as a kid. And there's a reason I say that. Alright, so your name is Gabe. Yes! This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What's his name again? You two have known each other since you were babies. What's his name? I'm old. Keen? Geki? What? Red or at? Like, isn't this blue? Like, in general, this is officially blue. Why would I? Interesting. I am going to give you a name. Who have I known since babyhood? What am I gonna name you? I can't name you Fart Knocker. There's too many words in Fart Knocker. Falcon, or if you're just lurking in chat, feel free to comment. What do you name your rivals in these games? I tend to name them someone either I know or whatever, but in this case, I'm gonna name him Youth, because my rival in this game is Youth, because that's part of the point. Or was it Youth? Yep. I'm fighting my youth. Well, in essence, I'm helping it. But there's a point. Oh, I see. You're at... Oh, I see. Named it after a random. You're seeing other Gabes? What is this? Sorry. I have actually a funny story in a little bit. Gabe, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures await. Let's go. All right. Oh gosh. I can't run yet. Excuse me, is there a potion in here? I remember there being a potion in here. Heck yeah! Give me that potion. Do I have a fun Pokemon number? I have 18168. Don't steal it. It's my number. Is this an SNES? Oh, it's just an NES. Gosh. Listen, I gotta play my Nintendo Entertainment System. Hey, Mom. Oh, I said so on TV. Oh, yeah, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. Cool. I forget where I need to save. Hold up. Where do I save? This is gonna go great for the recording. Is it right before or is it when Oak summons me? Let's see. Okay, you save in front of the Pokeball. So I can do the story. Cool. Okay, cool. Alright, off I go. La-di-da, nothing can ever happen in the grass. Don't go out! It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grasses. There's also bug catchers who talk about shorts. Actually, that's a youth. You crazy youth! You need your own Pokemon for you. Come with me. Youth, Grim. You crazy youth in your shorts, yes. I'm fed up with waiting. Oh wait, his name's Youth. Oh, this'll be fun. Youth? Let me think. I was just yelling about you. Because they don't have names in this gen. They don't start getting names, I think, either till Ruby Sapphire. No, in Gen 1. I'm sorry. Gen 1, they don't have names. In Gen 2, I think they started having names. That's why you have youngster Joey, specifically. Okay. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Gabe. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha ha! A Pokemon held inside these balls. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, controlled many. But now in my old age, I've only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. Oh, be patient, youth. You can have one too. Okay. I'm gonna just, in case, I'm gonna save. Cool. Because it should be Bulbasaur. Yes, this is Bulbasaur. As you can see above me, we are hunting for the shiny one. No, let's just show off the other 2 because no one knows what the original 3 starters are in Kanto. No. I was tempted to go for Charmander purely because I don't know if he's purple in this gen. But I can talk about that when I do that. Okay. Alright, cool. Also, fun fact, if I heard rumor correctly, it's very easy to raise. So you want to go with the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur? Yes. Pokemon is really quite energetic. Okay, so I guess I wait till after the fight. I guess there's a nickname raider later on if I really want to nickname him. I'll have a wheel, probably. Yeah, so I guess to save time, I won't nickname him every time. But, fun fact, in my playthrough of Yellow, I did have a Venusaur, and I named him Guzmania, which is a flower, and I wanted to make a reference to Guzma. But anyways, just for this one, it's not gonna be my first try. I am 90% sure it's not gonna be my first try. Alright, cool, Charmander. Watch it. Oh, okay, I have to leave. I have to leave before he was. Oh, I'll take you on. Go, Guzmania. Alright, so there's no Sparkle, so I'm assuming... Okay, let me double check the... And this is just for my sanity before we begin, because I see the guy above me. I know what I'm, in theory, looking for. But I'm going to double check. Okay, he is literally just very bright green. Like, super green. Oh gosh, okay, oh, also, this is for the first fun fact, I can just hit all 4 buttons, and it softs resets, because for some reason they map start to X, and select to Y. So, oh, also that's my first reset. There it is, as you can see above me, it's a little delayed, but we have it. Yep, withdrew. Cool. They're easy to raise. Yep. And yeah, whenever I get them, they won't have nicknames until like later, but I will decide on nicknames. No, just to save time. And the purpose of this while I'm going through the beginning of this is because instead of like a typical like badge challenge or like a dream team type of thing, I'm going back in time to the first Pokemon game I ever played. Which was, okay, fun fact, my first Pokemon game ever was in fact Emerald. Clarifying. But the one that I actually played through on my own was started with Leaf Green. I lost the copy of it, and then I played Fire Red, is the true pathing of what I played. But Leaf Green gave me my first shiny. It was Gold, the shiny Pidgey. Fun fact, that was my first ever shiny, was in Leaf Green. It was a full odds random level 2 Pidgey that I named Gold. Because I didn't understand why Pidgey was golden and had stars. I now know what it is today, but it was just really funny. As a kid, I'm like, huh, this is a really cool Pidgey. And then I lost a copy of the game, so I had to play Fire Red, borrowed from a friend. But, so I can at least confirm, for the team that I always talk about, because it always comes up when I talk about for the longest time, my favorite Pokemon was Vaporeon. In my adulthood, my favorite Pokemon has been Chandelure, but as a kid, my favorite was Vaporeon. And I'm going to shiny hunt a full team of 6 from my youth, though the 6th Pokemon, I do not remember what I would hunt. Because I'm replacing Zapdos, because I know one of my teammates was Zapdos. I'm replacing that with Pidgey. Oh, dang it. I'm too busy yapping. I'm replacing it with Pidgey. So I guess the 6th one I might pull from my later on, but still technically a kid if it's under 18, playthrough of Pokemon Yellow. And let's see, Pokemon Yellow was Spyro. I would do Game Corner hunting for Dratini. Okay, Rival Youth. Nope. Gotta be super green. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I can at least tell you 5 of the 6. Because the 6th one I will have to decide at a later point, because it's going to be, let's see. I guess to spoil a little bit, because I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to keep in my video, because I do want to make this a video, because I do want to, like, have fun with editing and stuff. Gosh darn, I keep forgetting. I'm mashing the A button. But it's Bulbasaur as my starter, Nidoran Male, specifically Nidoran Male, because I got Nidoking, and he's one of my favorite of Gen 1, specifically of Gen 1. And then, okay, Snorlax. Snorlax I used. Actually, you know what? It'll probably be easier just to show a few of these. You'll see at the bottom here. Boom. These are 5 of the 6. You have Bulbasaur, Pidgey, Nidoran Male, Eevee, and Snorlax. And I think Snorlax is going to be interesting because there's 2 of them. You are not green. Are we on 3 or 4? Oh gosh, I've already lost count because of the delay. Okay. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for a bit. Let's see. Yeah, also, just to clarify why I sound tired. Yeah, no, I ran, did some errands this morning. No. And then after I got back from errands, I was like, I gotta do a couple things like laundry and whatnot. But then it's like, oh, I gotta do all this other stuff too. So I cleaned, did laundry, like the full works of a cleaning day. And I'm just like, man, I'm tired. Oh, gosh darn it. Youth. But when I was at Walmart today, 2 things. 1, I was a good citizen and not a Florida driver and did not cut through the parking lot, because you know how parking lots in Walmart are usually like angled with one-way paths? I did not cut through. I was a good boy. And so I did that. But then as I was leaving, like walking out, I heard this lady in Spanish. They were talking about a breakfast or something, but they said Gabriel, so I knew they weren't talking about me because I didn't know these people, but it was just one of those moments of just like, huh? My name? Why are you talking about me? Yes please. So yeah, that was my fun Walmart adventure today. Though I also have more qualms with Walmart, but unfortunately Walmart is a necessary evil, because if I don't bring a quarter, it's a pain in the neck at Aldi's. And going forward, I don't know if I'll ever stream me shiny hunting, because it's a little rough at times, because you know I have to yap for like a long time. Okay. Nope, that is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Withdrew the potion. We went. Alright, give me my Bulbasaur. Let's see if I can get him green. What is the best starter? Because I actually don't have a best starter. Like every starter from Gens 1 through 9, I can't include 10 yet, because 10, I don't know the final Evos or do have any personal ties to them. Oh gosh darn it. But I can at least say Gen 1 through 9, my top 3 are Decidueye, Greninja, and oh gosh. Because those two I've always, like, even in post-game I kept on my team. Scarlet Violet, I didn't keep Meowscarada on my team post-game, nor did I... Skeledirge was fun, but I didn't really use him. Oh, God. I'm gonna keep doing this, by the way, because I'm talking to entertain the time. Gen 8, I didn't really keep Rillaboom. Gen 7, Decidueye. Gen 6, Greninja. Gen 5. I haven't finished my playthrough of Black just because I ran into a grind wall. I literally have to grind whatever levels. Nope. Alright, that's Bulbasaur number 6. Cool. Let's see, Gen 4, I did Torterra. I didn't do any post-game, though. I kind of just went through the game and used my Torterra, and that was it. Gen 3, I did use Sceptile post-game. I do like Sceptile a lot. He might be in my top 5 of 9. Is my sound off, like, a little bit? No, it's fine. Okay, no, we're fine. Alright, let's check him out. Gen 2, I like for Alligator, but he's not in my tops. Gen 1, I've used Venusaur so much. I freaking love Venusaur. Not, it's a female! She's a girl! Oh, that's rare too! I have to reset over the girls! For those who don't know, it's not as rare for a shiny, but it's fairly rare to get a female starter. And I was making a Shrek reference. Let's see. Man, at some point I just gotta put on a movie and just, like, send... Yeah. Oh, that's a nice Bulbasaur. No, that's a nice one. Who has that Bulbasaur? It isn't... Oh, it's yours. It's Comfy. I see. It's a good Bulbasaur. What is a girl Bulbasaur? Okay, yeah, oh gosh. I think, because people have been saying it's easier to play this on Joy-Con because, it's like, the D-pad here is a little bit sticky, with directions, but I'm like, eh. I guess it's kind of one or the other because the Game Boys had a D-pad. Okay. Oh yeah, at some point I may or may not build it on stream. I'm tempted to, but again, the whole Nintendo Game Boy that I have, but Lego, is really cool. And I was tempted to build it while I shiny hunted, but then I realized I would just be way into the Legos. I would not actually be paying attention to the shiny resetting. Though I will have to see, because there's one Lego set that I'm going to potentially break my personal spending of Legos other than right here. Alright, come on, little guy. He was only 20 bucks, but it's Shy Guy in the P-Wing, and I think that's great. It's Shy Guy in the P-Wing. But the only expensive set that I really am going to crack with probably, if I can stay strong, I won't. But is the Zelda final fight scene, because that's one of my favorite moments of Ocarina of Time. Like, come on. Oh, so good. Oh. Okay, that is not cool. I wish I could do an auto counter, but unfortunately I'm not technically savvy enough for that. And I've watched some YouTube videos, people are like, oh, you just need this, this, and this in OBS. And I'm like, I put one thing in OBS and it nearly broke. I don't wanna mess with OBS beyond what I've already done. Which, fun fact, is this. And I think it only has up to Gen 8 on top of that. I think the program I have only goes up to Gen 8. Which is perfect for Gen 1 Pokemon only. Okay, cool. Oh, I need to set the text speed up. That would probably help. I should probably set the text speed up. Okay, nope. That is our 10th Bulbasaur, everybody. I don't remember when I started recording full stop, so I'll probably. It says 27 minutes. So at least till 45, and then I will take a quick break to just stretch, set up spirit tracks, and I'll do spirit tracks for a little bit. Probably just get ready to go to the other temple. Who knows? I was tempted to do this all day, but I'm like, I need to make progress in spirit tracks. And I accidentally discovered a spoiler or two, so trying to look up images for spirit tracks is really rough because, like, I don't want to say it's a niche Zelda title, because it's a Zelda title, but, okay. But it's like, if I try to look up one character, some images pull up a whole character roster, and I'm like, cool. And it's just so few images of spirit tracks, it's like, why? Oh! Hit B at the wrong time. I keep forgetting the text speed, but it's fine. It'll be fine for right now. Sorry? Woo! Let's see what else I can yap about. Oh, in other news, because I've talked about this game before, Unicorn Overlord. Making some progress there, too. I've discovered apparently like 75% of the land, which is really funny. I'm not even halfway. Like, technically, if I get my units high enough, I really feel like I could just challenge the final boss. Like, genuinely, I feel like I could just go challenge him. Because, you can technically challenge the quest. It gives you the option. It tells you that you're gonna get your butt kicked. But it's like, are you sure? You need to be, like, level 40. I'm like, Do I just beat this game now? Oh, I can just do that. Huh. I didn't realize I didn't even need to trigger the fight. That's new. No. Come on. Alright, nope. Wow, that's so much more efficient than waiting for the battle. Oh, I just realized, do I get the... hold up. Do I get the, Sorry, I just realized there's a Pokemon Day thing going on right now where I'm like, do I get the I do get the Pokemon charity badge. That's funny. Unintentional, but I'll take it. Also, I don't like how OBS has this right now. 1 second. Cool. Sorry. This is gonna sound really silly. But anyways. Also, I'm gonna make an early prediction. The legendaries for the new games coming out, gonna make a prediction. They're gonna be in the sky and in the water, but they're not gonna somehow be related to freaking Ho-Oh and Lugia. Oh, give me it. Because I just realized when I said that, I'm like, isn't that just Ho-Oh and Lugia? Because, I mean, Ho-Oh and Lugia both have the similar thing. Oh, hello. Also, if you can't tell, and it's very hard to see just because I'm kind of in front of it most of the time, but behind me is, in fact, a Pikachu blanket. Just be like, oh, yeah, you know. Cool. Anyways. Yes please, give me Bulbasaur. Alright, what? I was also tempted just for fun to get, not just you, but also, like, all friends, if they wanted to suggest a name for a Pokemon, be like, hey, what would you name this Pokemon? And just, like, take a poll and then spin a wheel to see what I named the Pokemon. But then I fear that someone would try to hose me with what type of name they would use. Alright, we're doing great today. Let's see, what can I yap about? No. Oh, I'm slowly realizing that I have too many hobbies, also. This is just complete random aside. I have too many hobbies in the sense of, like, I want to watch anime and read manga. 1, I want to play video games. 2, which those two can't coexist like this. I can do both together. Okay. But then I also want to read novels, which, at least in my brain, I have to be focused on the novel, or else I'll read the same line 5 times. So that's a problematic one. I want to edit and make videos and stream. As you can see, I'm able to do video games in that, but as for, like, watching things, it's gonna be a little rough. Let's see. Legos Legos and Pokemon cards, I have to say, as hobbies have kind of died to me just because of the expense. Oh gosh. Oh, writing. Writing is also a hobby I really enjoy. But the issue with writing is that if I write, then it's also just all focused on the writing. Instead of being able to be like, oh, I can, like, watch with a show in the background, because most shows that I enjoy currently, most, not all, because there's 2 that I'm really enjoying right now that are English dubbed at the same time they're subbed, which is so nice. Gosh, it's so nice to have it subbed at the same time it's dubbed. But yeah, so it's just one of those. It's like some of them require, like, full focus, whereas others I'm like, I could like multitask it. And it's also my stupid backlog of games, because I wanted to get... I don't think I'll get Tomodachi Life. If I do, I'll borrow it from my sibling before I get it for myself. But it's like, I'm waiting for Splatoon Raiders news. I'm waiting for something where it's like, I have gift cards, but I don't want to like just be like, oh, take my money, and then all of a sudden it's like, not for another year or two. You know? Also, I think I keep... my chair keeps... Yep, my chair keeps, oh, gosh. Alright. Let's see how many we can get through. And how quickly I lose my mind. Also, a problem I have. This is I'm gonna interrupt just for a moment to be like, this guy has the Pokedexes right here. Why can't he just hand it to us? He clearly has the Pokedexes. Alright. He's like, nah, go get the parcel from the market first. Also, fun fact for those who don't know, if anyone happens to be lurking, I think this is one of the last few games, because I don't know about Diamond and Pearl, that even though it's full odds, nothing except for trade Pokemon are shiny locked. So everything is shiny huntable if you really want to. Serious nature. Wow. So if you really wanted, like, one of the things being, like, shiny Deoxys that we can get, apparently. So that's fun. Please tell me stream... Oh, by the way, I did get an error message a second ago, so if you're still here, Falcon, please let me know if stream is going okay. Okay, thank you. Sometimes OBS will send me something and it'll still work. So I'm like, why do you send me an error message if you're still working? Oh gosh. Oh, well, your name is Start. Oh, I did see you playing ZA the other day. You know what, I'm gonna shout him out just to prove a point here. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. How was ZA? How are you doing? I was unfortunately forced to lurk, because of, I was working. Oh, I gotta... There we go. Oh wait, hold up. Am I at 22 or 23? Gosh darn it. Oh well. I'll watch the VOD, see if I'm accurate. Got the Garchomp Z. Nice. I need to do that probably. I just got very burnt out because I played a lot of the hyperspace to grind everything and like get some of the shiny legendaries. I didn't get shiny Virizion. I was so done by shiny Virizion. I was like, all right. Just give me the deer and I'm leaving. Because it is a fun game, but if you play it too much for like a bit, it's like, oh gosh. Alright. Okay, so that was actually 23, in theory. I'll double check again in my... when I go through the recording later. because I'll have to make sure my account is updated. But anyways, was it an easy fight or is it a difficult fight? Because I don't know what typing Mega Garchomp Z is. Though I imagine bringing anything ice related will be fine. Keep shrinking. That's a sassy Bulbasaur right there. Okay, now we're at 24, in theory, if my count is correct. It's gonna suck if I get a shiny at this point, after I haven't counted. I still gotta also do, I realize in Z, I still gotta go through the online ladder to get Sceptilite, Blazikenite, and Swamperdite. Gotta get through all three. But it should be fine. I have plenty of Pokemon. I just don't know what the meta is anymore because I stopped paying attention to it. No offense to people who like playing ZA like competitively, where you get to do all the shenanigans in the 1v4 type of thing. Battle Royale. Yeah, we'll call it Battle Royale. I just had the thought, but it would cost me 20 bucks for a set thought. Like, I could do Squirtle. Could do Squirtle hunt, you know? But then I'm like, why would I do a second starter hunt? Hardy. Why would I do a second hunt right now? Nope. Cool, go get your thing. Alright. It feels weird that I've only got 27, but then I remember like the first 15 minutes of this hour was me actually just yapping, so... Oh. No. I'm gonna have to like stop it immediately. Actually, I'll describe it and I'll just tell y'all what the funny thing is. So, I have the saxophone guy that do I have that sound effect, but it gets me like demonetized or something. Oh, that's a nice nature to give me 20 HP. Dang, mild. But anyways, yeah, so it gets me demonetized. But anyways, let's see what sound effects I got. Cowabunga! I don't know if that's sent through the stream. I'll have to see that later. Cowabunga. I do want some Ace Attorney sound effects, though. If I were to like truly delve into it, I do want some Ace Attorney sound effects. Which sounds silly, but I love the... I love Ace Attorney sound effects, especially towards like later in the series with the crazier accusations, like, oh, this is wrong. Then again, I just really like the Ace Attorney series. Which, according to, we didn't hear Ace Attorney discussion yesterday. I'm gonna go to 45 Bulbasaurs. Let's do a count. Let's instead of a time, I just realized let's just do a count of 50 Bulbasaurs. You know what? Let's do 50 Bulbasaurs. Let's see 50 Bulbasaurs. That's a lot of Bulbasaur, just to throw that out there. Yes. And the craziest thing is, technically one of the other two could be shiny in the process of me going for Bulbasaur. Quirky. 30. So we got 20 more Bulbasaurs to go through. And then after the 50 Bulbasaurs, we will... In theory, I should speedrun these because I'm actually like doing it faster because I'm paying attention to the Bulbasaur count. Alright, that's another Bulbasaur down the drain. Alright, I can't wait for me to be at like 6,000 Bulbasaurs, and it's like, finally. And then I gotta do Pidgey, which that's gonna be a fun one, because to reclaim gold the Pidgey, I gotta, and I know exactly where I got it too. It's the path right before the Viridian Forest. So I might wait. Okay, yeah, he's not shiny. If anyone's wondering why I'm looking at the summary screen instead of waiting till like the battle, I just think it's easier to see the star to confirm instead of like, is he green? Because I don't know if the stars will proc if in the tutorial. Do 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 do. Nope, got another sassy one. Or depending on how long this takes, because no, we're not even at our full hour yet. It's fine. I'll see whichever one comes first and how I'm feeling. I should probably do the tech speed up, huh? Naughty Bulbasaur. Okay, let's see. Let me double check. I like that one. Save. We're gonna save with 4 minutes just because I wanted to get the tech speed. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Oh, that's me. That's my bag. Please take all my inputs. There we go. Okay, that is a timid Bulbasaur. That is not shiny. That's 35 Bulbasaurs. So my counter has been working. Alright. Alright. 36 Bulbasaurs. Previously on Dragon Ball Z. Goku was doing some fighting, then Vegeta was doing some fighting. As you can tell, the narrators never actually watched Dragon Ball. It's crazy how much I know through secondhand information about Goku and Vegeta. I kid you not. I've never seen an episode of Dragon Ball, but I just know so much about both Goku and Vegeta because of just proxy information. So, because it's funny, because I guess what started it was the death battle, Goku Superman, and then just kind of everything spiraled from there, because there's like, I've watched like thorough with the Dragon Ball Fighters videos, Devil Artemis occasionally will do accurate Dragon Ball stuff, but no. Dragon Ball's been one of those shows. It's like it's like my One Piece for those who don't want to watch One Piece because it's too long. That's my One Piece. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into Dragon Ball. Just purely how much I would have to watch and like catch up on it. Unlike One Piece, where the reason I'm able to keep up with it. I didn't skip a Bulbasaur, did I? No. But no. Cool. Nope, just a regular old Bulbasaur. 40. Alright. I think the only time I don't think I've actually ever watched even on Toonami, because the one anime that I saw on Toonami with a friend at like super early in the morning, it was like after Dragon Ball, like it was the credits of Dragon Ball and then the next show, so I don't even remember. I don't remember Toonami. Toonami was interesting. I didn't watch it often, but when I did, it was the weirdest, like, I got the weirdest combination of shows to watch on Toonami. No. Hey, Toonami. It's like, Toonami was all the shows that were like, I don't want to say just solely anime because, you know, that very limits it. But I feel like it was the more like teenager focused shows rather than like a lot of the kids cartoons type of thing. I could be wrong though. That's how I remember it. But then we had Saturday morning cartoons. I miss Saturday morning cartoons so much. Powerpuff Girls were on Toonami? Didn't know that. I saw them on Boomerang 99% of the time, so that's why I never questioned it. Let's see. Alright. Nope, we're going to 50 Bulbasaurs. What was it? Saturday morning cartoons was my favorite because it had like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically. It's just one of those things where if I happened to be waiting for TMNT, I would watch it just like for fun. I don't know what was going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Half the time. I will be fully honest, because watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Without context is really funny. Because then as an adult and you watch it with context, you're like, oh, this makes so much more sense. Though I still have to like watch the rest of it because I only watched the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't seen like GX or any other iterations. But let's see, because I watched Viva Pinata, TMNT, the TMNT back to every TMNT iteration that happened on WJXT, whatever the morning channel was. I think it was different per place, so I might have accidentally doxed a TV station. Kirby, right back at you. You're so right. Back at you. Brave. That's a brave boy. You're so right, Kirby. How about that there, Kirby? And that's why, and that show is forever why I think Meta Knight is Hispanic. Ultimate. Let's see. I never watched any of the shows after TMNT, full disclosure, so I didn't see like Digimon, Winx Club, or any of those. I as soon as TMNT was done, I was like, alright, cool. If you don't know how I was as a kid, saw my TMNT, I'm like, alright, let's go. So I think after Winx Club was like whatever the final show was for the day. So it was like, I don't need to see Digimon or Winx Club, I got TMNT. Oh gosh, you know, I don't know whatever happened to Viva Pinata. I haven't seen like anything on Amazon or like any streaming service of Viva Pinata. So I'm like, was that just a fever dream? Yeah, that's me with no turtles. Was that that's one of the shows. One of like a few shows that I know I saw as a kid that I'm just like, is it a fever dream at this point? Because I don't see any evidence of like rewatching it. And Viva Pinata was such a wild show too. At least how I remember it, it was such a wild show. Because the whole premise is like the pinatas wanted to get beat up. Like they wanted to, but there was like 3 or 4 of them that didn't, or there was one specifically I remember who did not want to get beat up, and he did everything he could to avoid getting beat up. I'm like, dude, that guy is a coward. And then I realized what was happening. It's like, I'm like, oh, fair point, fair point. Because they show you at one point what like the pinatas coming back, they're like in half, and it is crazy. Yes, please, give me the Bulbasaur. Viva Pinata. No. Oh gosh, but yeah, TMNT 2003 through Back in the Sewers. That was my jam. Always made time to see that as a kid if I could. Always made time. Wait, really? You did? You gotta send me that link. I gotta rewatch some of the episodes like how I remember. Yes, please. No. Cause that is crazy. Alright, cool. Alright, thank you, sir. That is very kind of you. What the heck is this extra thing? Ah, I see. Cool. Sorry, I got a weird notification. And I don't think I can react to it on stream, by the way. I wish I could, otherwise I'd be like, alright, I'll shiny hunt, but we're reacting to Viva Pinata live on stream. Alright, Adamant Bulbasaur. Alright, 3 more Bulbasaurs to check. Gosh, I'm trying to think of the other Saturday morning cartoons, because I remember the order, at least for me, was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, TMNT, Digimon, Winx Club. That's how I remember the order, because as already foretold, like, that's what I saw. Viva Pinata was an early one. If I got to catch it early, that's what I would watch. Hmm. Sonic X! Oh my gosh! Sorry, I just remembered, I'm like, there was something in there. Gotta watch out for Sonic X. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Trying to sing multiple parts at once as a kid because, you know, why not? And this is not shiny. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Got fastest thing around. Gotta burn it down, without any hesitation. No time for relaxation. Wow, that really just unlocked a memory within me of Sonic X. Gosh, love that show. You know, I think my least favorite characters were the humans in that show, which is kind of sad, because it's about the humans interacting with Sonic. Oh, almost got the shiny female. Alright, cool. Oh gosh. Sonic X, gotta go fast. Sorry, that just unlocked so much childhood nostalgia, on top of the nostalgia that I'm already doing. Yes, please. Alright, our 50th Bulbasaur, in theory. Assuming I'm correct, this is our 50th Bulbasaur. Alright, our 50th Bulbasaur is not in fact shiny. And that'll be it for the shiny portion of stream. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun hunt. It'll take a while probably, because as you can tell already. One last time before I gotta put the wait screen up. Boo-doo-ba-doo, boop. Alright, so I'm gonna do that just so it doesn't bug me on anything. Alright, let's pull up. Oh, this is the help system. Okay, cool. I didn't mean to do that. So let me do that.